Okay, so I know this isn't the best viewing. I'm on my actual computer, I'm not even on my phone. So, and it's HB. So I just had surgery with Dr. What's his name? His name is like Byung Chun or something like that. He's based off in California. I just had my surgery done yesterday on 8/14 of 2020. We are from Weatherford, so we flew there. Our flight was 3 hours. I read a bunch of bad reviews and good reviews before and after surgery, but I still went, being hopeful. We ended up losing. Me and my husband had got pregnant in 2017. I had 2 boys before getting together with my husband, and we were expecting twins come 2017. We had them August 1st of 2017. We had boy-girl twins. Unfortunately, our little boy passed away from SIDS when he was 3 months old of 2017. I had gotten my tubes tied during via C-section, and because I thought 4 kids was enough. I was 20. I wasn't 21 yet. I was about to be 21 on the 22nd. 20 days before, or 20 days after I had the babies. So me and my husband went through a rough patch. It's still hard from time to time, but after making a decision for a year and a half, almost 2 years, that we did this tubal reversal, I had my tubes cut and I had them burned. And here in Texas, if anyone would know that how much by a real specialist, it ranges from $7,000 to $9,000. So there's no way that me and my husband could work around it. I mean, we could, but we'd be flat broke. And so we found Dr. Chun. Like I said, saw good reviews, mostly are bad. But I still went because not only am I desperate, is because this is what will help and not help take away from what has been taken away from me, but we weren't done having a family and I was being selfish, is what comes down to it. So we left Thursday morning, got back, had my surgery yesterday morning on 8/14, flew back home at 5 p.m. 5 hours after my surgery. It was probably 6 hours after my surgery. The same day after my surgery, we flew back. And Dr. Chun answered all of mine and my husband's questions. From my post-op medical records, showed that my tubes were, there was still, I believe, 12 centimeters. 12 centimeters of my tube were left, and they did the dye stuff, and they were able to connect with the 12 centimeters that were left, and I had no blockage due to the dye stuff that they put into your uterus. And so he graded me an A on both tubes. The anesthesiologist, I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. They're very kind. They're Korean, type of people like that. Don't really talk much, or their sentences are used by words mostly, and you kind of just have to understand on how they talk, like how we don't talk. But I was pleased. Sandra was my consult woman over the phone. She got her Tubal reversal in January, and it is August now, so it has been about 8 or 9 months, and she still hasn't gotten pregnant. And I think every woman is different. Before I get into that part, surgery went smooth, it went fast, I still am in pain, and I do agree with most of the women on there that's saying that they do need to give some other type of pain medicine other than Tylenol 3s because they do not work. You might as well. Oh, are you kidding? Oh, just kidding. Anyways, I hope this don't come out like this color. My computer's been messing up, but I forgot what I was saying. Wow. Probably totally off topic, but quick and easy. No, I did not get to talk to Dr. Chun after my surgery because I was the very first person that he had seen. It didn't take me long to get back there. Everybody that I needed to ask questions about, they gave me answers. And they tell you right then and there, do not call or contact that doctor's office because they are not your doctor. They are your surgeon to get away with your surgery and to be done with it, do their job, and move on. They are not your primary doctor. And some women should understand that, and I don't think that most do because they are so desperate to get pregnant and to have more attention to what they think you pay for what you get for, so therefore, there's not going to be a lot of attention towards you. There's just going to be the bedside manner that you're going to get, and the total that you have to pay. Now, the surgery on its part, I don't know what goes on in there. I'm not awake, and there also isn't a witness in there on your behalf to make sure that they did what they were supposed to do. If you read on the reviews, some women, oh, my tubes are still blocked. Oh, my clip he only took out one of my clips. The other one was still in my clip, and it was blocked. And he graded me A's on both tubes, and I came to find out after all this time that my tubes are blocked. Well, it could be your body scarring up all that tissue that for how long they had been closed. For that a long amount of time, and now they're open and refreshed. Like I said, every woman is different. I am 23 years old. I'll be 24 on the 22nd. I'm still young, and I'm not saying this will work out for me because I'm young and my tubes have only been tied and burnt for 3 years. But I am hopeful, and I am sorry for the women that had bad experiences. But as so far, I have not had a bad experience. I didn't have a bad experience with my consultant. I didn't have a bad experience with any of the staff that was working there. I didn't have any bad experience with Dr. Chun. He made it very clear, everybody that I had talked to made it very clear to not have sex in 3 months. I have to have 3 total periods before we can try to have a baby, or it'll be atomic. And even Dr. Chun himself had told me, do not contact us, because I'm not your doctor. You follow up with your doctor, which I did ahead of time before I flew out to Cali. I had already set up my post-op date with my OBGYN I have here in Weatherford with McBride. I go in September 18th. She's going to look at stuff. I don't know if she can see if my tubes are blocked or unblocked or clear and open. I know you have to go through a HSG, and you can't do that until about after a year, 6 months to a year, because your fallopian tubes, if they interact with that and they stick a needle in your personal from a woman, not to be awkward, you can't say certain stuff on things on here. Messing with that with a fresh wound, sticking a needle up there, it will cause scarring and it can cause blockage from the dye. And the dye makes sure it goes through you and through your tubes to make sure that there is something going inside your uterus. So, I'm not very great with patience. I hate waiting. I hate and I love surprises. But I was just seeing if anybody else had a surgery done there. I want to hear good reviews. I'll listen to your bad reviews as well. But so far I have nothing to complain about until I can physically prove that he didn't do his job like he was supposed to, but I don't know yet because it would be way too soon to tell. But I will most definitely be glad to update you guys on that. As soon as I can, I will update about my post-op after that is done with, after I go see my OBGYN on the 18th of September. And I don't know what all you do or what all they do or look at or whatever, but I will update y'all on that. And I've only seen one positive pregnancy, and that was back in 2014 from Dr. Chun. And everybody else has been waiting a year, or they just got their surgery done. And, I'm not going to write a review until I know that his job, that what he did was done and did it good. So I don't have any complaints right now, but I would love to hear and read anything any of you ladies that similar went through. What was bad about it, or what was good on your end. How long did it take you to get pregnant? How long ago did you have your surgery? And if you're still trying, or if you've had successful pregnancy, or if you've had any miscarriages. I've seen women say on the reviews that they've had some miscarriages. They've had hernias, some other medical needs that needed to be attended to after the tubal reversal surgery. So I'm being hopeful, and my baby in heaven and my granny as well looking down, and not only has God his self to lend us to this new journey and know that mommy's not done being mommy. I've got more babies to bake in the oven. So I just wanted to give y'all an update, and I want to hear some of you guys' stories. So thank you so much for hearing me out, and I'll be hearing from you guys soon. Thank y'all.